Looking for a business idea this year? I'm giving you 26. I'm Faraz Al-Halu. After getting laid off, I launched 7 businesses, including an 8-figure consulting firm I sold to global media giant dentsu. You've seen generic idea lists. They don't help you figure out what you could actually sell. This video does. How to scan all 26 ideas and spot your best fit zone. With 26 ideas, the mistake most people make is trying to evaluate them one at a time. That's exhausting and it leads to second guessing. So instead, I grouped these ideas into 6 categories designed to narrow your focus fast. Here are the 6 categories: tech and transformation, content and creator economy, people and workplace, risk, compliance and sustainability, global and local markets, and specialized expertise. And if you want the full list as a worksheet, pause the video, click on the link, open the worksheet, and you can follow these ideas as I go through them. Now, before we dive in, here's one thing I wish I had when I was starting. A quick way to know if you're actually ready for a given idea. See, when you're new to business, overthinking is almost guaranteed. You start asking questions like, am I qualified? Or do I actually know enough? And most people, me included, respond by downplaying their experience and thinking they need an entirely new skill set. That assumption is usually wrong. Most lists of business ideas ignore your past completely. They leave you guessing. So you either waste time chasing things you're not ready for, or avoid stuff you could have crushed because you didn't realize how close you already were. So here's how we fix that. For each idea, I am going to go over real examples of people doing it, what past experience helps, what new skills you might need, difficulty level, and how fast you could earn your first dollar. Let's dive into the first category, tech and transformation. First idea, AI workflow and implementation. Basically, you come in and you automate internal processes using AI tools. Examples include reporting automation and support bots. Helpful past experience or skills include ops and systems thinking. Potential new skills and knowledge you want to acquire include prompting, tools like Zapier and Make, and also understanding AI limits. Now, in terms of difficulty, this is yellow, it is medium level, and then speed to first dollar, it's a car, it's fast. And if you're wondering what these beautiful icons mean, here you go, I have this legend. So in the difficulty column, we'll have green for low, yellow for medium, and then red for high. And then for the speed to first dollar, we have a walking man for slow, someone on a bicycle for moderate, and then a car for fast. The second idea, AI training and adoption coaching. You train teams to use AI in their daily work. Examples include GPT training, you could say Gemini training, Claude training, and also implementing best practices. Past skills, teaching, enablement are very helpful, and then potential new skills, change management, and understanding the AI landscape. Difficulty is low, and then speed to first dollar is fast. The next idea, cloud migration and optimization. Now, this gets a bit more technical. This is where you help companies move legacy systems to the cloud. So a lot of companies still have a lot of data on premise, and you could be the consultant helping them move all of their data to the cloud. Examples include Amazon's AWS, Microsoft's Azure, and then Google's cloud platform. In terms of past experience, think of IT and infrastructure, and then potential new skills, cloud security, and cost management. Difficulty level is yellow, medium, and then speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, digital transformation strategy. This is where you help companies achieve the next levels of digital maturity and competitiveness. Examples include CRM and ERP systems, both on the selection front and also on the implementation front. In terms of past skills, think of business analysis and also stakeholder management. New skills needed, platform selection. So if you know, for example, Salesforce, you might want to learn about HubSpot and other CRMs. Difficulty level is medium, and then speed to first dollar is moderate. Smart manufacturing. This is where you advise on factory automation. Examples include robotics integration. Past skills, manufacturing and engineering. Potential new skills, industrial data systems. Difficulty level is red, and speed to first dollar is slow. The next idea, operational excellence and process improvement. This is where you come into a company and help them remove inefficiencies in their systems. Examples include SOPs and lean workflows. Past skills, think of operations and management, and new skills, think of process mapping tools. Difficulty level green, and speed to first dollar is fast. Before we move on, a pro tip here. There's a pattern I see over and over when people start a business. They feel the urge to reinvent themselves from scratch. I get it. I did that too. But here's the truth. The very thing you're trying to escape could be the key to your fastest wins. You might think your experience in healthcare, logistics, or finance is boring or too niche or not transferable. But consulting thrives on specificity. What feels boring to you is gold to someone trying to solve a problem in that space. So if you've spent years inside a specific industry, that's not baggage, it is leverage. Moving on to the second category, content and creator economy. And the first idea is creator economy strategy. This is where you help creators grow and monetize. Examples include funnels and audience growth. Helpful past skills include marketing and content marketing specifically, and then new skills, platform economics. Difficulty level is green, low, and then speed to first dollar is fast. The next idea, online education and training systems. This is where you build paid courses or memberships. Examples include courses and learning portals. Now, helpful past experience includes teaching and curriculum development. In terms of new skills, learning about the different learning management systems and platforms like Kajabi and School and others. In terms of difficulty, it's mid-level, and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, subscription and recurring revenue models. Think of turning consulting and services and packaging those into recurring offers. Examples include retainers and memberships, and past experience that's helpful here is knowing about pricing models and also consulting. New skills and new knowledge, think of churn metrics. Difficulty level is medium, and speed to first dollar is moderate. Another pro tip. Here's what actually separates strong ideas from trendy ones. Every year, people chase whatever looks hot. Dropshipping, crypto, AI hacks. But what actually makes an idea worth building a business around? It's not about hype. It's about alignment and timing. So you don't want to latch onto whatever is hot without asking if it's viable long-term or a good fit for your skills. Each of the ideas here is grounded in a real shift, which means if you move now, there's real opportunity. Moving on to the next category, people and workplace. The first idea is remote work productivity and culture. This is where you help companies optimize hybrid teams. Examples include asynchronous workflows and collaboration tools. And then skills that are helpful include leadership and operations. And then new skills include remote culture design. Difficulty level, green, that's low, and speed to first dollar is fast. The next idea is HR and talent strategy. This is where you help companies improve hiring, retention, and people systems. Examples include hiring ops and onboarding systems. Past experience include HR and people management, and new skills include employment law basics. Difficulty level is medium, and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, offline community and anti-doom scroll strategy. This is where you build balanced focused programs. Examples include retreats and digital detox programs. Helpful past experience include community building, and new skills include program design. Difficulty level is low and speed to first dollar is moderate. Let's pause for another very important pro tip here. One of the biggest fears I hear from people in corporate is this: I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to market. They assume that means they cannot build a business. Let me clear this up once and for all. Sales for experts looks nothing like the hypey, sleazy stuff you see online. If you've ever led a project, presented in a meeting, trained a colleague, explained a complex topic to someone, you already have the foundation. The key is reframing sales as problem solving, not persuasion. That's why many of these ideas work, because you're an expert, not a hype machine. You do need to build your sales muscle and learn sales best practices, but you don't need to become someone else. You need to package what you already know in a way that solves real problems. And if you want to learn more about sales, check out my playlist on sales for new consultants, and specifically the ultimate guide to sales funnels to help put you on the right track. The next category, risk, compliance, and sustainability. The first idea, compliance consulting, AI, data, and privacy. This is where you help firms meet new regulations. Examples include AI policy or GDPR, and helpful past skills include risk and governance. Now, potential new skills include regulatory frameworks. Difficulty is high and speed to first dollar is slow. The next idea, IT and cybersecurity consulting. This is where you help companies improve their security posture. Examples, risk audits and access controls. Skills that you'd need include IT and security, and then you can learn about threat modeling. In terms of difficulty, it is high, and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, ESG and sustainability strategy. This is where you help companies define and potentially implement sustainability goals. Examples include ESG reports and sustainability roadmaps. Past skills, think of strategy and operations, and new skills, think of ESG standards. In terms of difficulty, it is high, and speed to first dollar is slow. The next idea, financial services and fintech advisory. This includes supporting fintech launches. Examples, regulatory strategy. Past skills include finance and product. And in terms of new skills, licensing rules. Difficulty level is high and speed to first dollar is slow. The next category, global and local markets. The first idea here is global entrepreneurship and export strategy. You can help firms expand globally. Examples include market entry and localization. Past skills, international business, and new skills include trade compliance. Difficulty level is high and speed to first dollar is slow. The next idea is geography-driven startup support. This is basically supporting local ecosystems, especially in cities where startups are booming. Examples include shared services and startup programs. Past skills include consulting and operations, and then new skills include public funding. Difficulty is medium and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, inbound tourism and hospitality consulting. This is where you help improve destination marketing. Look for the top 100 cities and look for ways to help market these destinations with local partnerships and other initiatives. Past skills include marketing and customer experience. New skills include tourism analytics. Difficulty level is medium and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, public sector and smart cities consulting. This is where you help government agencies modernize their services. Examples include digital services and data platforms. Past skills include enterprise IT, and new skills include procurement rules. Difficulty level is high, and speed to first dollar is slow. The next category, specialized expertise. All right, the first idea, health longevity consulting. This is where you help older adults. Examples include wellness plans and preventive care. Past skills include healthcare and coaching, and new skills include longevity research. Difficulty, medium, and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, supply chain optimization. This is where you help improve inventory and delivery. Examples include inventory forecasts and supplier audits. Past skills, operations and analytics, and then new skills include supply chain tools. Difficulty level is medium, and speed to first dollar is moderate. The next idea, and remember, this is in the specialized expertise, space tech advisory. This is where you can guide startups on regulation. Examples include commercialization strategy or government contracts. Past skills include engineering, and new skills include space policy. Difficulty level is high, and speed to first dollar is slow. The next idea, search engine optimization or answer engine optimization strategy. This is where you help companies improve findability, whether it's on the traditional Google search page or within tools like ChatGPT. And if you've done search engine optimization services in the past, you can learn about answer engine optimization and the new impact of AI on search. This is an opportunity for you to get into this space and then learn new skills such as ranking factors. And the difficulty level is low, and the speed to first dollar is fast. The next idea, micro business strategy. This is where you help solopreneurs package services. Think of pricing, think of go-to-market strategy, and help these businesses get some traction. Past skills include consulting and pricing, and new skills include productization. Difficulty level is low, and speed to first dollar is fast. Next is expert network consulting or expert consulting. You're paid as a subject matter expert to take calls and support due diligence. Past skills include deep expertise in your area, and new skills include network positioning. Difficulty level is low, and speed to first dollar is fast. We just covered 26 ideas, and at this point, the real challenge isn't ideas anymore, it's choosing the right one. So let's talk about what happens next. Some ideas will sound exciting, but don't match your experience. Others feel practical, but they just don't energize you. And the worst outcome, you bounce between shiny objects for months and never really start. So here's the trick. Don't chase the best idea, find the best idea for you. That means something you can start with what you know, something you care about enough to stick with, and something that actually has market demand. Watch this next video where I walk you through the exact step-by-step roadmap to build your consulting business from scratch so you can pivot your skills into real income, independence, and impact.